Yo, I never have an introduction for these things, so hey, I go by Rocky, tarotmancer, astrologer, artist, poet, creator, all that jazz. And I am in the mood to do a reading for the astro transits for this week for each particular sign. I'm doing a particular order, trying something new. I want to see how this works. I've already consecrated and prayed over my cards and any and everything that I will be using and saying during this session because I don't play that. Alright? Shout out to Mars Day. It's Tuesday. This is this is me. I made this. Yes, I did. I love it. It's actually by accident, so if y'all want one, I'll see if I can make it again. I literally made this by accident. But yeah, moving forward, keeping it on track. I'm starting off with Sagittarius and Pisces. I'm gonna start with those signs first. How I'm gonna be doing it is when I speak about these signs, they are and can be applicable to your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars. Wait, did I just say? Let's start this over. Yes, I am doing this during a Mercury retrograde because I can and I want to. I'm choosing to. I'm taking that risk. As I was saying, no, my music did not stop. Pause. Wow. Mercury has been really banging with this technology, yes. As I was saying, the signs that I will be speaking of, it can and probably should be used for your sun, your moon, your Mercury, your Venus, your Mars, and your rising. And the reason why is because those planets are the most prominent in the way that we show up. Meanwhile, the slower moving planets pretty much are the foundation of which our faster moving planets are established. Hopefully that makes sense. So again, when I speak on these signs, I will be speaking as if it is from your rising sign. So as you show up, right? But again, apply this as necessary. I trust that you have the consciousness and discernment to do as you please with the information that you come across as you listen to this and you watch this. Cool? All right. And the reason why I say I don't have a script is because what you just heard in the past 3 minutes of you watching this will not be the same for other signs. The joys of being a Gemini. All right, let's get started. Sagittarius and Pisces. So, let me actually go back here and give a little bit of context. So, Sagittarius, starting off the week, which was the 7th, Sunday, moon was in Sagittarius tropically. Probably should add that too. For the basis of understanding astrology, I will be speaking from the aspect of the tropical calculations because I view that as how the energy is expressed. So take that as you will. You can, if you follow sidereal astrology, you can most definitely still take heed to the messages that are given, not so much the planetary placements that are communicated here. All right. Back to what I was saying. So, started off the week with Moon and Sagittarius, right? So, from the perspective of Sagittarius rising, you have Capricorn in your second house, Aquarius in your third house, so on and so forth. Tropically, you have all of these planets in Aquarius. You have Pluto, you have Saturn, you have Venus, you have Jupiter, you have the Sun, and you have Mercury, right? It's a lot of energy right there. A lot of energy. Either way you flip it in tropical and sidereal, we're dealing... Don't you love it? I love it. I most definitely do. Either way you flip it, you're dealing with Saturnian energy in tropical or sidereal astrology, with all of these planets in either Aquarius, which is traditionally ruled by Saturn, or sidereally in Capricorn, which is traditionally ruled by Saturn. So again, either way you flip it, we're dealing with Saturn. We're dealing with the compilation of time and how this energy has come forth, and we're beginning to understand, if you haven't already, where the root of some of these experiences are coming from, why certain things played out the way that it did, right? Message. Come on, Sagittarius. Come on. With Mercury. Come on. Oh, I love it. I promise you I love it. So you're dealing with Sagittarius. You're dealing with the energies of understanding how your values come to form and how that's communicated and expressed and how that's been communicated and expressed to you. Because you are naturally the one of the signs that speaks on or expresses energetically expansion, you could have felt restricted in some places, right? You could have felt like there was always something that needed to be done. There was always something that needed to be reviewed. There was always something that needed to it just needed a good little revision. It needed a good review. And to some people, because Sagittarians are really like fire, y'all are my opposite signs. I love y'all. Y'all get on my nerves, but I love y'all. Because they're fiery and they're the energy expressed, they're one of the energies of action expressed, they may have felt restricted in movement, right? Now though, for some, you could have been traveling, but for like finances or, just little minor things, maybe, like auto trouble, maybe something happened, with like rent, landlord, something happened with your job, there was always something that just happened, and you was like, okay, I need to leave here, it's time to go, like, what are we doing, like, nope, I don't even want it, like, I could leave. But you may have come to realize that it may have not been so easy leaving because there were more risks involved with leaving than you had maybe anticipated or didn't think about. So Mercury retrograde is asking you to be a little bit more mindful of how you want to expand and how you should do it in ways that best benefit you. Jupiter is out here, okay? Even though this is Saturn and Pisces, Pisces is traditionally ruled by Jupiter. Y'all out here. And then Saturn, come on, let's talk about it. Again, I say, any way you flip it, we're dealing with... I promise you, bro. Even though this is the devil card, I'm speaking on astrological aspects. This is Capricorn, ruled by Saturn. You have Saturn right here in Pisces. You're dealing with Saturn. You're dealing with time. We're dealing with how things are built. And you may have literally felt like this. As you were trying to ascend, you felt like cage. No matter where you went, you just tried. This is also money. Said what I said. Yeah, you may have felt restricted in finances, actually, now that I screamed money. Let's see. Oh, well, I literally just said what the energies y'all should be focusing on, and Saturn was just like, oh, you just said it. Do I need to remind you? Yes, you need a reminder, Sagittarius. You can't just... Because the way that it comes off is like you're bailing, and that may not necessarily be the case. But in a sense it is. And it, again, because I said I was focusing on Sagittarius and Pisces. Pisces, this could apply to you too, because you popped out. So, Let's see any additional details. I got my other deck. Oh, something just came out in reverse, child. What did I say? Six of... Alright, Mercury. As I was saying, Sagittarius, Pisces, you may have been feeling restricted in your finances as Six of Pentacles came out reversed. Before I say what I want to say, let me double check my digital notes. Okay. So funny that this is the Mars and Taurus card. So tropically, Mars is in Taurus. So, Sagittarius, that is your 6th house. Pisces, that is your 3rd house. Taurus, that is. So Sagittarius, in terms of your 6th house, you may have felt restricted in work. You may have felt actually like you were giving a bit too much. You may have been given a bit too much to your job to where you felt like you couldn't travel, or you may have been given too much to your luxury that you haven't been focused on work, and now you may be at risk financially. Pisces, you may have felt restricted in asking for what you desire as far as how much you feel like you want to be paid. Maybe you're trying to get a raise. You may have been feeling bouts of poverty consciousness. It may be scarcity. You may have been overgiving of your finances. Or you may have been realizing where you've been a bit too, what's the word I'm looking for? You may have been splurging too much. I didn't want to say overspend. There was a word that I was looking for, but it wasn't overspend. Either way, you flip it. With Mars being in Taurus and what that did, after it came out of retrograde, after it stationed direct, there may have been so much pent up energy, like you may have felt like you missed out on so much that you are using your finances to make up for lost time. But there is a specific way that you're supposed to view your finances, right? You're supposed to be gaining a sense of control over your finances. You're supposed to be establishing safe environments, environments where you can be as wise as you are, as confident or as loud or as, as adventurous as you are. There still needs to be some type of structure that you're building from. Something could have happened 4 weeks, 4 days, 4 months ago, 4 hours ago, that allowed you to see where you need to establish more structure. And it's funny because Capricorn, or not Capricorn, you may be dealing with a Capricorn, Saturnian energy speaks of just that. How can we learn about, or how can we learn from the energy that has already transpired in order to know how to best know what you can control and what you can't control, right? There may have been a focus on what you couldn't control, that what you could control actually got out of control. And that's probably, again, this could also deal with establishing a safe environment, like establishing safe housing. You could have been wanting to move, and you're finding that because of what you have spent money on in the past that you may not be able to move at the expected date that you wanted to, or there may have been something that you didn't keep in mind as far as a particular utility that you want to keep in mind, so that you don't get into this space of feeling ungrounded and unstable. And Mercury retrograde is giving you that time to review, okay, do I have everything that I need in order to build here fully, in order to remain stable here, right? Wow, that was short and sweet. It's not what I expected. Saturn. Okay. Oh, what I will say though, there is a new foundation or a new knowing that you can expand from now. There's like this. God dang it, this. Okay. Here we go. That's not better. Okay. There could be. Ooh. There could be an old cycle that you're stepping out of, and now that you know what you know, there's this infinite amount of possibilities that you can go. There's an infinite amount of, ways that you can take this energy and expand with it. Use your Jupiter, your natural Jupiter energy to expand. In which direction do you feel is best for you? Y'all know, okay? Y'all have the discernment to know what is best for you. Something about Gemini here. Sagittarius, Gemini is your complement slash opposite sign. Trying to get this light because it's so weird. Oh my god. Okay. I'm just trying to get the lighting right, whatever. Gemini is your opposite sign, Sagittarius, and for Pisces, that energy squares your energy or challenges your energy. It shows a different aspect of your energy in a new light. So there could be a Gemini that you're learning from, a Gemini, a Virgo, or a Capricorn slash Aquarius, and Aries that you are learning from, or whatever planets are in those signs. That's the energy that you are essentially learning from. Anyway, yeah, Sagittarius and Pisces, that was really short and sweet as far as what Mercury retrograde's messages have for you, what to keep in mind as you progress through this week. We are approaching a new moon on Thursday, and there's just a lot of Saturnian energy that is happening as we're approaching this new moon, right? So there's a new cycle that we are stepping out of and into with this new moon phase, right? Ooh, okay, let's see. The zero reminds me of new moon because the gold of the zero, the actual zero, the gold would be the sun, and the black space in the middle is the moon, the new moon phase. So I definitely feel like this new moon energy that's coming up for you on Thursday, which is Jupiter Day. Come on here. Use your ruling day. Use Thursday as a day to help you catapult into this infinite reality, this place of obtaining your desires from this infinite place of possibilities. But be mindful with the Saturnian energy now that you're given this, you're giving a preview, not even a preview. You're being shown. It's being shown to you, especially with all of these energies in tropical Aquarius and or sidereal Capricorn. You're being shown how things come to form in your life specifically. And now that you know what you know how things transpired or why certain things transpired. Where are you going to go with that? That's not to limit you or say you can't go here. It's just saying, okay, if you want to